Happy Foundation Friday, guys. So today's foundation that we're going to be going over is one of the new Morphe foundations that recently launched. So I already prepped my skin with some skincare, but we're going to go in with a primer. I'm going to be using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. It's oil-free with SPF 15. Now, I normally don't put primer on when I'm trying a new foundation, but today I'm in the mood to wear this primer. We are trying out the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. I picked this foundation up when I was at Ulta the other day, and I was like, what the heck, let me just give this a try. This product I did purchase with my own money, but I did not purchase the foundation brush because a girl does not need any more foundation brushes. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is a glass bottle. The foundation retails for $20 US. I'm not gonna lie, the pictures that they posted for the shades weren't really that helpful for me, so I kind of just narrowed it down as best I could. So just to give you a little bit of a summary of what the foundation offers, there are 40 different shades available for you guys. So I got Filter Medium 16, which is a medium tan with olive undertones. So I'm going to be using this Hank & Henry brush. This one is in Natalie. And then for sponge today, I can't find my Huda Beauty one, but I'm going to be using also my Hank & Henry one. This thing is huge. Look at how big the sponge is to like my cheek, like 1 pound, and like the whole face is going to be covered. I'm going to go ahead and shake the foundation, and I'm going to be taking my brush here. I'm just going to start off with the brush. So as I'm blending it, I'm just going to see what goes on the skin. I must say a little bit goes a long way. It's not like a super thick coverage, but definitely does even out pretty nicely. I'm not going to put too much underneath of the eye because I'm going to go in with concealer afterwards. Try that. I do think the match is actually pretty nice, so pat on the back for eyeing it out and just taking a risk on, ouch, that shade match. You saw when I put those dots on my face how much that was. I still have a good amount of foundation on the back of my hand that can finish off this side. But you guys can see here my freckles, some pore action. I'm in the works of getting a better camera with a better lens so you guys can really truly see in detail how my skin looks. Honestly, it looks pretty blurred. One thing I'm noticing, if you watch my past few videos, I was complaining about the whole slight pore action going on. This one, I'm not noticing that action really going on. It could be the foundation, which I do think so, but also it could be the Hourglass primer as well. But the combo so far, I'm actually liking it. I like that it looks like skin for a brush application. It's not too bad. So even with that foundation sitting on the back of my hand for a few minutes as I was doing this side, and then taking that foundation and applying it to my skin, it didn't dry down too much to where I'm having trouble blending it. The feeling and somewhat of the look of the sponge side application method is giving me more of like a hydrated, fresh feel to the skin. I'm not really getting that with the brush side, but I do feel like I'm getting a little bit more coverage with the brush side, but it did even out my skin pretty nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of the face, add another pump of foundation. So I do think I did put too much foundation on the back of my hand. So I would say for a true medium coverage, I would say at least a pump, maybe a pump and a half, depending. If you wanted that full coverage, you could probably use full 2 pumps to achieve your look. Everything is evened out on my skin. I would say right now what I have on is a true medium coverage. Take an up close look, minimal pore action going on. So I've seen way worse in other foundations. I do think the combo of the Hourglass primer and this foundation definitely goes together, which I'm so thankful for because sometimes some primers don't mix well with certain foundations. I don't know if you can see here, I'm always dry on my chin area. It does pretty much accentuate that. I'm actually shocked that my camera's picking up on it. I hope when I edit you guys can see it. I don't know, it just kind of looks blotchy. That's just my dryness on the skin. From a distance, it's not that noticeable. So I'm gonna go in and apply my concealer and bronzer and blush. See how this foundation works with that. I'm going to be taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in medium 0. Since I didn't put a lot of foundation underneath of the eye, I'm going to just go in with concealer just to brighten up and conceal anything that I need to conceal. So off camera, I did set with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder under the eyes. Next, I'm going to take a few things from this month's BoxyCharm from February. And I'm going to take this flat blending brush. And I'm going to take my bronzer. You guys know me. I have my Il Makiage Waka Waka Mineral Baked Bronzer. I'm going to take my brush and lightly take some product towards the tip of the brush. And we're going to contour my nose. Also from this month's BoxyCharm is my Wander Beauty Eye and Face palette. I'm going to be using the blush that's in the palette right here. So this also came in my BoxyCharm. I know it's not foundation related, but it is the, I hope I pronounce this right, oh my lord, I'm not even going to butcher the name, but Seems real bougie. All right, so all in all, I don't hate the foundation. Is it one of like my top 5 favorites? No, I'll come out and just tell you guys that right now. All in all, the foundation does match pretty well, so I do give myself a thumbs up and a pat on the back for picking a foundation shade without even like swatching it, just looking at it right in front of me and also looking at photos, which like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, photos on the websites Ulta and Morphe don't really do justice for the foundation. I do think if you want that coverage when it comes to the foundation, definitely use a brush. Want that hydrated, fresh look to the skin, I would highly recommend a sponge. It'll give you that feel and that look of a hydrated application. All in all, it's not bad. I've definitely tried worse. If you are a little bit more dry, highly recommend really prepping your skin. There you guys have today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed another Foundation Friday. Make sure you guys check out my other videos and show this video some love and give this video a nice big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.